it like reminds us of an age when there was integrity. I feel like people are drawn to this music because it invokes sort of like an honesty of like adventure and mythology and grandeur of nature. Hey, real quick, I just want to welcome you to the Big Brain Singer channel, where singers and music lovers come together. I'm Charlie, and my goal is to share my knowledge of singing and love of music with as many people as possible. If you want to be the first to experience reactions just like this one, please join us on Twitch, links down below, Monday, Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you yourself are an aspiring singer and want a mini voice lesson from me, I hold a free and open vocal clinic every Friday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern as well. So make sure to join our community Discord server. Links are also down below. To join hundreds of music lovers like yourself and to stay updated on community events. I hope to see you there, and I hope you enjoy this reaction and analysis. I think it's time to continue on. We'll listen to Weak Fantasy, and this is the lyric video. This is Nightwish's lyric video, Weak Fantasy. But it looks like this is familiar.
A storytelling breed we are. These stories given to us are filled with suffering, slavery, and the selfhood of a condescending ape. Every child is worth a better tale.
Tampere, yeah. Nice. Kai is such a good drummer. I've not. Nice. Hey, what's up, Rob? You know what's cool? This is a song that has this really intense drum intro. And Tuomas is playing the keys like it's a drum. The keys are obviously a percussion instrument. It's just a bunch of little percussion instruments. But this band, what it stands out to me just as a musician, not even as a singer, but just as a musician, this band is so in tune. They feel each other. They go the extra 3, 4, 5% that is. You get diminishing returns, but they go the extra mile to connect as musicians in a musical way. What I love about this band, like just watch him play the keys in a way. Are you? Excuse me. Get out of here. Go get your treat. Go get your treat. All right. Sorry, guys. That they go the extra mile to connect with each other on a musical level. Anyway. Bork. Oh, it's so awesome. So this, I love when she does this. It's a vocal line thing. You know, we talk about the vocal line is basically the moment between when you start singing and when you take your next breath. And one thing she does in these vocal lines that I haven't heard her do yet in this way, she starts with the most She starts with the most amount of distortion and ends with the least amount of distortion possible. So she goes from the most gritty sound she can make. It starts with like a very pure growl, right? And at the very end, she has this like crystal clear, pure, airy tone. Listen to those phrases. Here she comes. So, crystal clear. Adds in the grit. Dissonant choirs and downcast eyes. Self-food of a condescending ape. Behold the crown of a heavenly spire. Forged in blood of those who defy. Forged in blood of those who defy. It's like, you know, she goes through like 5 different timbres as she goes through it. So cool. Kiss the ring, praise and sing. He loves your dwelling in fear and sin. Fear is a choice you embrace. You're only true. Nice. Tribal poetry. Witchcraft in your voice, lost from fantasy. Meritocracy. Every child worthy of a better tale. Pure author from our cracked fantasy, filled with suffering and slavery. This is awesome. I've never heard her do this type of phrasing. You know, we talk about registration shifts and how impressive that is, but this type of just like smooth into grit, back into smooth. Fantastic. And yeah, Marco coming in to just like back that up, because this is obviously a song where she's using more of the grit in the sound, and that's obviously Marco's wheelhouse, right? That's his sweet spot. Every child worthy of a better tale. Pure author from our cracked fantasy, filled with suffering and slavery. You live only for the days to come. Sharpen trash of the upper caste. Now, I don't really talk about like lyrics and poetry very often, or really I don't talk about composition as much as a lot of other people who make this kind of content, but the text setting and text painting in this song, and most of all of Nightwish's stuff, Tuomas does an amazing job at setting text, which means that it sounds like it's naturally spoken in a very compelling way. Now, there are ways of setting text that is just awful and makes the listener be like, what the fuck is going on? But because this is a lyric video, you notice it more. The text is just so naturally put in the music, which is incredibly difficult to do well. And I just wanted to give a shout out for that, because we don't talk about that kind of thing that often. Fantasy, filled with suffering and slavery. You live only for the days to come. Sharpen trash of the upper caste. Smiling mouth and a rotten head. Sunken dry teeth of the scared. The storytelling breed we are. The starving crew. Dude, going straight from that like really gritty, like very growly sound into that fear is the truth that you embrace, or fear is whatever the words were on, but like going to that nice airy tone. That is the Swiss Army knife, I guess Dutch Army knife of singers right there. Most songs can bring you to tears from Nightwish, but if you read the text as well on some songs, it really breaks you. It is so well done. It is. I mean, text and music go hand in hand. We're singers here. You know, like, oh, man. Yeah, Subby, I decided to go with the stash. I think it set me apart for a second. Oh, thank you for subscribing. It's great to see you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, Sub is an awesome musician here on Twitch. He was one of my first friends that I made on the platform. So go give him a little follow. And if you're into that he does like acoustic music. He has a great voice, so check him out. All right. So I want to go back and just listen to how she goes from that growl into that like smooth tone, right?
Breed, we are the starving crew with show off toys. Here is a choice you embrace.
That. One more time.
Breed, we are the starving crew with show off toys. Here is a choice you embrace. Your lonely truth.
That's true vocal power right there. That is like, you go let off. I mean, that's also a really smart technical move if you're going to go up to like a really powerful, strong, belty high note, to let off the pressure in the low range. That is always going to make it easier. If your note before the high note is more tense or is too pressurized, you're going to lose so much steam on that high note. But she lets off and just poises herself perfectly for that amazing like power on that next high note. Check it out. Take the pressure off. Only truth. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, this is a very like meta, very like gut-wrenching topic, right?
Tribal poetry, witchcraft in your voice, lost for fantasy. Meritocracy, every child worthy of austerity.
That's an interesting sound for the breakdown. Before we get into it, one thing that we don't give her enough credit for is utilizing the power of her voice to maintain healthy phonation. I talk about this with my students all the time. If you under-sing, you're going to tire your voice out. I've never heard Floor under-singing, right? I've never heard her sing too softly. And everything she does is supported with a really lovely sound, right? Everything has a quality of power in it. Even the really lofty, like high, loose stuff, everything has this air of depth in the sound. That's what sets her apart from so many singers. And that is what allows her to be so amazingly consistent in all of her range, because she never undersings. And this is an amazing example. She just really trusts the sound as it goes instead of trying to back off. It's not, when I say she backs off before a high note like I did before, it's not that she's losing energy. She's incredibly energized in her voice, but she's just reducing any little bits of like tension or grit that's going to stop her from getting power on that note that she wanted. Anyway. Is Troy singing in this? I really do like Troy's voice. It's Who is it? Is that Empu or Troy? Too much hair. That's Empu. Oh, it's Troy. It's Troy. My bad. So again, this is an awesome example. We had Islander at the same concert, the Islander, where we hear that it's really broad contrast between Floor's voice and Marco's voice. But this, like we listened to earlier, the sound is coming together and it just creates this wonderful power in the sound. Troy on the Bazooki. I've never even heard of that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just there's so much Finnish hair, and it's hard to differentiate for me, the wee American over here. I'm not used to it.
We forsake with scorn from lies, the strength of our love.
There he is.
Mother's milk, laced with poison for this new.
Yo, listen to what Marco does on Poison.
From lies, the strength of our love. Mother's milk.
All right, listen to Poison. And someone in chat, some big brainer in chat, tell me what he does. Tell me what he does on Poison that makes it so damn successful. You ready? Some big brainer in chat. Who wants to be
Laced with poison for this newborn.
Cosmic, it's broken. I told you. I haven't gotten to fixing it yet. Trinks, does he explode his voice? Close. Oh, Veronica, it's good to see you. Go have fun putting the kiddos to bed. We'll keep everything going. Who did it? Right? It doesn't work. Yeah, it's broken. I'm sorry. Don't know not about singing. Vowel thingy. Close. Who's Natus? Natus Stilo. Nailed it. Natus Stilo. All right. You earned it. And Natus Stilo gets a VIP for answering the question correctly first. Is it singing? Yes, Cosmic, it's singing. Yeah, he shows his teeth, man. And it's the only reason he's able to get that like laser, as Trink said, explosive sound, right? And he dropped his jaw. You're right. But he's always... The other thing is about that Marco singing is he's always dropping his jaw down, never forward, which is why he's able to sustain that kind of amazing grit in the sound.
Laced with poison for this newborn. Wake up, child. I have a story to tell. Upon a time, your only child. Travel poetry, witchcraft now in your mind, less for fantasy. Democracy.
Yeah, Cosmic nailed it. Yo, this breakdown is, or this like ending sequence, I love it. It takes this like really crazy dystopian idea of this song that's all about, you know, the crumbling of society through the poisoning of babies, right? It's all, you know, metaphors. And then we get this regal horn sound in the back, like it like reminds us of an age when there was integrity. I feel like people are drawn to this music because it invokes sort of like an honesty of like adventure and mythology and grandeur of nature, something that we don't get ever. And so one thing that's really amazing about this small little interlude as we're approaching the end of the song is that we get that like regal old-timey idea and energy. This is one of the biggest energy concerts of Nightwish.
I have a story to tell. Upon a time, your only child.
You're the child, right? Everyone listening to the song is the child. And Floor has a story to tell you. Once upon a time. and then snapped back into reality, right? It's almost like there is a way out, right? There is a way out, but it's not here, not right now. Pearly whites. I mean, John Philippe, I think you nailed it, though, by saying that, you know, art and music itself is the way out. Because what are we doing here? Like, you know, this is music commenting on the state of society right now, the state of what our world is, the state of what our society is, whether that's because of, you know, religion or whatever the cause being. But it's a commentary on the state of what's going on. But how are we consuming that commentary? It's through music. And what is she inviting us to do at the end of that song is listen to her story. Now, what does she tell us the story in this song? No. I'm curious to know where this song is in the set list, because what if that story is just the rest of the concert? The rest of their music is their story that's meant to save you from this like toxic, poisonous world we live in, right? Wow, you're still here. If you did enjoy the video, I want to invite you to check out my Patreon page, where I offer multiple tiers of perks for both aspiring singers as well as music lovers who want to take their listening skills to the next level. Also, I do need to say it, like 90% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel. It really doesn't take much. Can you please just press the little button down there? If you made it this far, you probably fit in right with the rest of the people who are the Big Brain community. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.